Astralis making their moves up middle, where there is a 4-player stack. Crossfire, devastating positions, and Cadian's got both of them. They're not even sure about these players up close, and now they find out firsthand as bullets pass through their faces. Fair enough.
And I'm a scrub, so I want better control.
Exactly. Surely, if you pick it up, you will too also play like Burrup. That's the way it works, right? Now, the MP9s have head straight through Astralis. And, well, the round is almost as quick. Chance for Burrup to get too much done out of this. Minimal damage has been inflicted up until the moment where Dupree takes the ton through the smoke. But Cadian and Burrup, takeable round. If they can get those grenades in prime position, this is where things can get really scary, and that's why Dupree gets mollied out of position, Device and S-Attack holding it down, Glaive trying to spray through the smoke, but it's now down to Storm. He comes out second best, he has no HP to justify this, wants to hold on to the AK, neutralizes Magisk on his way out, and he will live. But Heroic is alone. AK versus 5. In the form he's in, he might even pull this off. There's 2 already sprayed in. Any would be a bonus at this point, and he gets 3! Single-handedly repelling 3 of the oncoming Astralis players. And we spoke about a 5v5 retake being rough. This should be doable. Burrup taking a little bit of damage, but S-Attack is being burnt to a crisp. He's down to 5. And they have only a Molotov to contend against this push from the CTs. Will be tossed out towards the ruins once S-Attack feels comfortable to throw it in, but there's one in return. And oddly enough, Burrup actually pushes that molly. Time is dwindling away. Dupree taking down. Burrup can now reposition in triple box, but he is the last man standing. He posts up quite the comeback, though. He's on for a 4K. He's on for the ace, and he's not going to quite make it happen. Cadian holds on with the USP. It's going to be incredibly close, but he has the defuse, and Heroic with a successful retake.
Down, however, I think he's making a damn good argument for himself. He's about to put under pressure once again, and Magisk! He comes up huge. The MAC-10 is enough to double up. He's going to retrieve an extra gun, or S-Tag is at least. Testis now has to try and do anything. And what? A straight MAC-10 rush. The B site falls. And Heroic, I have to say, this round may be a little bit of damage.
Maybe getting 10 momentarily. He's being peeked in, misses his shot, gets punished. And Nico will not be long for this world either. He goes down. The fact that's down, and for all they know, he's alone. Now they move in. Nico, first point of contention, going against Astralis, and now they move in. There's no time for them to rotate back again, but they're doing a good job of holding this. 10 seconds left in Cadian. Last Dane standing.
Skill ceiling of Heroic is off the charts, but more often than not, Astralis are going to take that round. Still,
I have a statistic for you here as we're assuming that it is just going to be a bloodbath and there's not really any investment. So, yeah, here we go. Chopping block comes into effect. So, Stout is 16-11. This guy has been absolutely...
One of them being a loss, of course.
Exactly. So he's averaging nearly 30 kills a map, and most of them have been over before the 16-10 mark.
Was that... It's almost like the counter card. You play Device, you expect to win. And they pulled out a Stown.
Now that the eco has came and gone, Heroic get back into a buy, but it's 3 grenades and they all land straight on. Last time, Heroic go for the gamble, stack or save, and the gamble pays off. Oh, it's a massacre. Flashbang is good, there's no time, and now Astralis, they desperately try to scramble away and hold on to what little they have left. Glaive dies after time.
You can argue it if you want.
It's down in a bit of a one and done.
I feel like death by elbow must be one of the most painful things. Like banging it on a table's bad enough, but having it shot with an AWP can't be any better. Glaive will get an entry, but they've spotted the 2 most uncomfortable rounds we've witnessed from them on this T side so far. Device, oh, he falls for the bait. It's a shot taken by Stown to pull him in to the crosshair of Burrup. The bomb will be planted, though, and last time Dupree was in this situation, he got 4 kills.
He did. He stumbled at the 5th. He just ran out of bullets. But he's already been in that kind of a situation. That flashbang is so deadly, so devastating. Dupree tries to flick into action, can't get it done. I would love to see that from Stone's position, by the way, because judging from the angle, I'm not sure that was necessarily at the player that was up close. It may very well have been, but I wonder if he actually shot prematurely and then fell back intentionally to grenade tossed in, lands on nobody. Cadian now being tagged and forced away, but Stown is now going to show his hand as Cadian draws away fire. Stown can pincer in, but the two B defenders have fallen on their sword and being put to the sword now by Device and Mages. An excellent take, an excellent hold in the end. And it's
just asking for those sort of plays, and it takes just 1 or 2 attempts for Astralis to make this realization. They have won 2 rounds now with that same
tag. Dupree goes in for the same play, but Cadian, they have made the change. They have altered the setup somewhat. Cadian now in the more orthodox position for the AWPer of Long. And it is yielding a lot of success across the map. Magisk and Glaive will have to push through that smoke if they want to get up close. Or perhaps not. Maybe just spray through the smoke and hope for the best and take down the frag from it. Burrup misses his spray. He gets punished down to 29. But that Molotov will delay Astralis a little bit longer. The spray from Magisk nearly getting 2. But now he's... But Heroic are playing this one to perfection. They keep going in time and time again. It's death by 1,000 paper cuts and final. Just exit frags he's getting. He has been so impactful. As you said, setting things up for himself. Tested with 2. A much better start here on Inferno than Nuke, but this attack finally will put an end to his kill streak. Wish Molotov now, and a flashbang over on top of it. But misses his shots and gets punished. This B site again is ripe for the taking.
It's interesting that they've decided to change things up. Like, they were leaving Stown there as a solo player, maybe feeling that he wasn't being utilized properly. Now, that's a couple of times where they've switched it. They do have kits available, but that's all the grenades they have left. A single smoke, and it's Dupree to take first contact. But the spray from Device grabs 2. It's left onto Stown versus S-Tag. Looking to try and take down his old teammate, and he will do... And that's pit control already gained. The CTs are somewhat surrounded here. A lot of damage being done, and Testes is going to get a kill. But that is probably it for this round. I don't know how the remaining 2 players will get anything done here, although Nico could have a freebie.
Gets it done. Put their economy in a position where you probably want to save if you're Heroic. But they're deciding to actually boost up on quad, or at least they're attempting to. And mainly off the back of the fact that the bomb had not been planted up until that point. So they knew they had enough time to get up close. Nico goes in on Mages. They have a smoke and a flash to play with, but no kit. And now they have no secondary player. Stown all alone. He knows the other player is in pit. It's just not which side of pit S-Tag was residing. It was the mini side.
Blood in the sense of wanting to beat out this man. They'll get plenty of chances by the looks of it with changes coming in Counter-Strike, but here we go. S-Tag versus his old roster. A chance to pad the stats, to slam them into the ground. However, it is going to be a kill coming up, but no weapon retrieved, so ultimately...
Not. And Heroic playing 3 players. Off angle, Cadian gets the drop on Dupree. Another opening kill to the Heroic IGL. And Stown haven't seen too many attempts at banana control to date. They've by and large given it up. And maybe that's why. Device punishing. Great flashbang into a quick fire entry. And Kate look to envelop and erode the site. Flashes on top of Molotovs, on top of bullets. But it's Burrup that comes out ahead. He gets himself 2 kills. He's had so many troubles on this B site. But is that the valiant attempt that they've been waiting for? Better late than never on the CT side. 2-play-2 with 35 seconds.
Ooh, it's a bit of an awkward battle, and utility just isn't there anymore. In fact, they've left S-Tag behind. It's Glaive, a clutch situation, and he's big-brained them. They don't even know he's left. They're still battling for B. They're defending a site that has no one attacking. The walls have gone up. The shutters have gone down. Bam, Drury's so close to getting the kill. He doesn't even know that they're still defusing, and Heroic have got it, surely. No, no! He found the kill at the very last second. Glaive has won the round. Absolutely ridiculous.
Burst out with ruthless aggression. An aim on top of it, and the ferocity comes down range. It's Storm that gets the first. Before Tess is suppressed, good flashbang. Bomb spills out, and Glaive landing nothing but headshots. From every single angle, every feasible corner has CTs waiting. Headshot comes in, keeping it alive for a few more seconds, but down he goes.
Slowly fading away, though. And S-Tag has spotted this push coming in. The Deag's going to be leading the charge, and Stown once again is going to open things up. They're just going to stick with the map control, though. And Glaive, he's under pressure. He's got to be careful, Vince.
Yeah, he knows it too. He backs away. He will get chased down by two. UMP sprays in for one, but gets traded instantly, and it all falls upon Device. And he's been completely baited by this B presence. The bomb in the hands of Borup is going to be getting planted on A momentarily. And Device about to find out that he's been bamboozled. He's been sold down the river. Out on the sidelines while the bomb detonates. Tess is 37 HP. He will survive the bomb blast. And Heroic, well, they're forced by.
And in fact, an extra couple of AKs just to sweeten the deal. The boost, though, for Device. That duel between those two players continues. It's been a battle that I've thoroughly enjoyed. A man who's been a top 3 player in the world multiple times, and someone who I think will be there in the future for sure. Device, though, this time is starting to style on his opponents. He may only have a FAMAS in this round, and his team may have nothing, but he's playing this like it's a solo AWP. That's his 3rd kill in this round. He's had multiple duels versus better weaponry, and he's won every single one of them. This man is in superb form.
Mages, headshot Nico. And Alcadian swarm from the side. It's not only around.
It's ridiculous. Oh, Dupree now wants a piece of the pie. See you later, Device, though. This time it's Tessus to get the better of him, and wow, Glaive, he's looking to try and retreat. The change of pace is something that happens regularly with this Heroic roster, but Glaive will put down Stown, and, well, almost another for Dupree. This started so strong for Heroic, but they're starting to lose some of these battles.
This all comes down to the timing. At the top of Banana, Glaive takes the first point of confrontation. Borup will have no idea that S-Tag's joined him.
Up there will finally be a buy for Heroic.
Should be a massacre. Will be a massacre. Dupree and Glaive put down the bullets. Nico at least gets one, but then it's pretty comfortable in the end. And the money, no, otherwise we're heading to Vertigo. I know it seems a bit grim and a bit drab, but that's just how the nature of this has gone so far. Glaive getting warned, goes back in for seconds, gets punished for greed. Not always good. And that puts Magisk in an awkward position, and he needs the cavalry to arrive. He needs the reinforcements. This leaves A very scarce of players, but it is Device. And let's be honest, he's basically a one-man army at this point. A one-man wrecking crew. It doesn't matter if he has the AWP or the Deagle, he will put you...
The timing of him coming through apartments might be a little bit earlier than his opponents will be expecting. Nade going to be dunked in onto Borup, and it wasn't far away from taking him out of the round completely. Smoke thrown deep, and now Magisk will reveal his position. He's going to clear that pit, but actually Nico wins the duel. And now it's left all on to Dupree. A 1v2. The first is so clinical, though, that all is left is Nico on just 12 HP. And he's picked up an aid. He's found the golden ticket to dunk him straight out of the round. It is perfect for Dupree. The stars align once again. And they've already got 4 of them.
Post plant will allow a Heroic...
One player down the river, but the timing could be perfect. He might catch a rotation. However, so much damage is currently being done by Glaive. We talk about it could be pointless. Instead, it might be the most pivotal point of this entire round. The peak comes out, the bomb dropped, an incendiary placed onto it. Now Nico springs into action, and Tessa's run through. They will get the A-site plant at least, but can they hold on to it?
Tessus on 26 HP. He may have to stay on the site for fear of getting grenaded or picked off on the cross, but he just about slithers away. And now they play together. Nico with the first. Heroic looking to hold the line, looking to try and build their way back into Inferno. But most of this will have to come down to Nico. He is the healthy of the two players, but Tessis with the Galil, and there's Nico to finish it. There are enough pieces to make this a very deadly last 25 or so seconds if they don't deal with these threats, but Magisk has now been nullified. Dupree holding the line with the Deagle, and it's headshot after headshot. 15 seconds left. Dupree, another headshot. This man is unrelenting. The Danish demolisher is in full commission, and it's Dupree behind the wheel. He just has to stay alive and this round goes their way, and Cadian has no idea that he's on the site. That's
another round slipped. We spoke about that famous victory not too long ago. That time it was Device. Now Dupree have set them up with setting. This is theirs to lose.
Oh, I think you can tag and bag this, honestly, Tom. I think that was just the last straw. Device, what a flick. He's got 2 in this round, may very well double up. 15 seconds to go. Heroic need to make moves, and Esetag has the perfect angle to spray and perforate through not just the smoke, but the head of Tessis. And that will